Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They run on first down with Jackson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Pickup of 3.
On the run, this is Jackson. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. On the ground, this is Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half. This is intercepted. It is. It's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker.
Intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 15.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Buccaneers.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On play action, now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now Brady again. Gonna air it out deep for Gronkowski. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A gain of 32 that time. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Antonio Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Buccaneers 21, Chargers 14.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. It's Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Brady now on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up about the 31.
Intercepted. The Chargers take over 1st and 10.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before the break for Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They didn't have a ton of yards to pick up on that 3rd down, but there was no way they were playing that one safe. They decided to take that one downtown. They must have felt that they had a big play that was waiting for them. Unfortunately, it was incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is winning the offense.
Interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Jackson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Ball carrier. The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Devin White on the tackle. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
They'll try and run for it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Rashawn Jenkins picks it off. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. David, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. It'll be a 16-yard loss on the play. And it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. The gun is missed.